I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought, yeah.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are off and running on EA Sports. The return man, Wilson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the San Francisco offense as they are led out by their quarterback, the man known as Jimmy G. That's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 51 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
working from the gun. Garoppolo. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall.
Garoppolo's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At
the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this is complete. It's Marshall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. From 3 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20.
They'll run here with Robinson. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space.
He's taken down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo's that catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
For the 49ers.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's 2nd and
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
It's a gain of 7. And this is 3rd.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
But now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Cardinals nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Baker on the tackle. Brings up third down.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down, it's Robinson, and he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run the draw here with Robinson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
49-yard line. A gain of 4. And this.
From the gun, Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Fred Warner in on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And it's caught. And he's brought down. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Arizona.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
On 2nd and goal. Murray, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Escaping the press, and he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
A loss of 3 yards. It's
3rd and goal they decided to throw for, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
James Robinson.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
45-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And the Cardinals.
Shotgun now from Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Murray. Throw left side, complete. It's Fuller. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Javon Kinlaw busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Murray.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Niners 7, Cardinals 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And out a little across the 25 and the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Garoppolo. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And that is incomplete, 7 seconds remaining. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And this one has been all it was advertised. 24-17 the score at halftime. The Chargers were losers in their opener, trying to get back on level footing as they lead on the road. From there, let's head off and check out a 2nd game. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Rashad Penny, a touchdown run in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the 2nd half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
4 yards on the pickup.
Second down now. It's Robinson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Robinson, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. And this is...
Again, it's Robinson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him. Bring it up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for number 30. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The football going back over to Arizona now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the...
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Javon Kinlaw picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray, it's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
Holding, receiving team.
Come on, man. So that one will be accepted. Running with Howard. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 46.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now they try the right side here. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. And he's got his man on the out route.
Complete to
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
gain on the play.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. He would give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and
now
7.
A handoff here to his running back. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it?
And now Garoppolo lost the football, and they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40.
On the draw, Robinson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
A loss of 5 yards. 3.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Been a good leadership and a good distributor. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Back now here in Santa Clara. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
3 brings up 3rd and
working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
1st and 10. at their own.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Murray's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, that's into the hands of Edwards. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 36. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Murray going to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Niners' 31-yard line.
Now Murray. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way. He came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th-quarter lead. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Keeps the score Niners 7, Cardinals 6.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They certainly caught a big break with that missed field goal. Instead of trailing, they hold on to that slim lead, and now we'll see how they play this critical 4th-quarter possession. Boy, so a chance to take the lead here in this 4th quarter, but he couldn't get this one on target.
Everything looked good. The snap, the hole, even the distance. The only thing off, the most important part, the accuracy.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Howard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo over the middle, and it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
And to give this time to the tailback. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
First and 10.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
From the gun, Murray. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 49ers' 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Arizona.
From the gun, Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Murray. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
Cardinals 6.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now Murray. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Murray's pass.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Niners, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Nice march out with the polo. Like my style, don't you? Nice like